And welcome back from that intermission, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to jump right back into it with women's action from the Resurgence side and what has turned into an absolute blood feud between Haley Shepard and Ellie Richardson coming up next.
The following contest is a no disqualifications contest.
Representing the Inner Circle, Haley Shepard.
And honestly, what stemmed from our World Revolution Championship match later tonight is kind of the wives of the two going at it. Nothing really seemed of it at first, but then it just increasingly got more violent. I mean, a couple weeks ago, the two just assaulted each other backstage using anything possible, and then last night in that tag team match, things got ugly. So that caused the board of directors to make this no disqualification.
From Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Ellie Richardson.
Of course, that match I'm talking about was Dawn and Ellie losing to Hikaru and Haley, and Ellie makes her way down to the ring, but like I said, it just seems to increase more and more over time, where these two ladies seem to hate each other more than Danny and Doug do, and they have a world title on the line there. I'm still not sure if there's any underlying issues that we have yet to discover between these two from the past or what, but given the opportunity, they just went after each other, and they're going to have the opportunity here tonight, no disqualifications. Anything's going to go. As legal as a headlock, they say, and we'll see how far these two ladies go here tonight in Utah. Pick up the victory. And of course, we'll see if this match is any precursor to the World Revolution title match later on. Here we go, Haley Shepard, Ellie Richardson. Let's get this one started. And yeah, right away, Haley with the forearm shots. Ellie trying to block them, and here we go. I'm gonna start off a little slow here. I mean, no need to go all out to begin with, I would say. And here's a tie-up. I mean, no way there's going to be a clean break here. No, surprisingly there was. Red Shoes able to get a clean break out of the two, and here we go again. Red Shoes got to break him up again. Yeah, another clean break. Very interesting start to this match, and then Haley just responds by shoving Ellie headfirst into the mat. Of course, with this being no DQ, and no, it's going to be a slow start. Snake Eyes off the ropes, but you know, you got that feeling out process. You're not just going to go all out and attack like they have in the past few weeks, especially actually trying to pick up the win here. Is a quick cover from Haley and only a 1 count. And even before this month, it all really stemmed from last month's 4-way number 1 contendership match at Redemption, where it was Paige and Ellie, quick cover here, no count, and then Hikaru and Haley interfered in that match, creating a 4-way at the pay-per-view, and Ellie eliminated Haley Shepard in that match, and was the final 2, but ultimately lost to Hikaru. But even after Haley targeted Ellie after being eliminated from that match, really it's just escalated more and more. Even despite the husbands, despite everything, it's just turned into an absolute war between these two ladies that I don't think anyone really ever expected would have happened. But now Ellie back in the offensive, but Haley Shepard fighting back, and again these two even strength so far, and Ellie eliminates Haley from the Rumble. Will we see our first taste of weaponry here in this match? And interestingly enough, there is countouts. They do want to keep this one in the ring, but still, anything's going to go here. But big elbow drop from Haley Shepherd. And again, just slamming her head into the mat. Really no weapons, using their own hands as weapons and using the environment in any way possible to maim their opponent. Oh, big leg wrench there from Haley Shepherd. And you gotta wonder, are they trying to prove a point here by not using weapons in this match? That I can beat you with my own mind, my own body. And so far, it's successful for Haley Shepherd. But she has Ellie in a headlock here. Just choking her in the center of the ring. Again, just effective, using her own strength as the weapon. Here's the cover wrench. She's out of position. 1, 2. Still got a 2 count out of that regardless. And Haley Shepherd's still in control of this match. Ellie really hasn't been able to mount the control in this match. Another leg snap from Haley. And she's feeling the jeers from the crowd. I mean, we all know Inner Circle's one of the most least popular groups. Very universally hated. And, you know, a lot of reasons why, but Ellie fighting back with that arm drag and oh, rebound's nice, Hurricanrana. Ellie brushing the dirt off her shoulders. Hoping to finally get a jump start in this match. And here she goes into the corner. Nice flip. Off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, and has a clothesline of her own. Ellie Richardson feeling it now with the Salt Lake City crowd behind her. Now Ellie in the corner, sizing up Haley Shepherd. The cartwheel and the kick. Great move from Ellie, and she follows that up with the apple core. Oh, there's the forearm she's got to set up. Apple core, center of the ring. Ellie Richardson could do it here. Cover 1, 2, no! Haley Shepherd kicks out. Ellie almost caught Haley once again. But Haley Shepherd, the wiser this time around, able to find a way to kick out of the apple core. But Ellie's not done. She's back on the offensive here. But Haley trying to find an opening to fight back. She's been in control for most of this matchup, but it's been Ellie Richardson the past couple of minutes. Getting into control. How about a shoot headbutt from Haley? But still no avail. Now back and forth. Haley might have possibly concussed Ellie. Does the reverse crunchy. Dragging her to the center of the ring. And a drop kick into the back. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Ellie kicks out in the nick of time. Haley can't believe it. She thought Red Shoes slowed down his count. She may have an argument, but she's got to get her head back into the match. She sizes up Ellie. There's a jumping STO. That could do it. The cover. 1, 2. No, Ellie kicks out again. She stays alive. The fighting spirit of Ellie reigns supreme in this match, but Haley still has something left in the arsenal. Another jumping STO back to back. How are you going to kick out of that? Here's the cover. 1, 2. She doesn't. Haley Shepherd picks up the win in this matchup.
The winner of the match, Haley Shepherd.
And again, even though it's no DQ, she kicks the dirt on Ellie, using the mind games and the egotistical prowess of using her own hands as the weapons in this matchup, and is able to put Ellie away. And a key win for Haley Shepherd here tonight at Collision Course. Putting away a very game Ellie, who honestly was the one who made this next level physical to begin with. But Haley, the one coming out on top in the end. And coming up next, even though that match is no DQ, this one could be wild and could end anywhere, as Donovan Payne is set to take on Max Height one more time. It's going to be Falls Count Anywhere. They're going to count anywhere inside this arena, anywhere in Salt Lake City, anywhere in Utah, hell, anywhere on planet Earth. It's going to count. And if you thought that last match was a blood feud, this is a next level.
Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is scheduled for one fall, and it is Falls Count Anywhere. From Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada, Donovan Payne.
And how about this for Donovan Payne? Very interesting look here, going back to his roots, going back to where he came from with the Ghost Rider attire. A shout out to Mom, if you will, Donovan Payne. Going back to where he came from in this matchup tonight. If you remember, Donovan Payne, he came up as a hardcore wrestler before he became who he was today, and Payne gonna channel the energy of Mom, channel the energy of Pentakill, of Chaos, to try to put away Max Height for good this time in this Falls Count Anywhere match. And obviously sending a message to Max Height as well. Very, very interesting choice here for Donovan Payne. And of course, this goes back to the debut, season 3 debut episode. Jake Rogers looking for partners to take on the Unchained Union. Donovan Payne on board. Max Height said he was on board. But Max Height suspiciously absent from the match and then assaulted Donovan Payne after that match. And of course, the very next week it began. Max Height came out to brag in Donovan Payne's hometown of Vancouver, only for Dono to take him into the woodshed. But it was that redemption where Donovan Payne would fall short to Max Height in a surprising match, proving Max Height's the real deal. And now Donovan Payne's the one looking for revenge here. Try to finally get one up on Max Height. Of course, he's had success this month. Him and Green Void defeated Max Height and Eddie Cool in a tag team elimination tables match. And last night, a 6-man tag match as well. And saw Donovan Payne, Norns, and Jake defeat Mike Middle, Max Height, and Adam Shaw, even though they weren't the deciding pinfall. But again, Donovan Payne channeling his roots, his past, to try to get past Max Height here tonight. We'll see if he's able to get it done.
From St. Louis, Missouri, the main event, Max Height.
And here comes Max Height, and again, a lot of people wrote him off against Donovan Payne, just thought he was a tag team specialist, but If you remember, Max Height, former Intercontinental Champion here, former World Champion elsewhere, despite it only being for 15 minutes. Max Height targeting the former champ to make himself known and really reintroducing himself to the crowd, to who he really is. And Max Height's more than just a move. Max Height is the real deal, and hoping to finally climb the summit once again, but with a more permanent reign. But he'll have to get through Donovan Payne again here tonight to get there. Here we go. False count anywhere. And Donovan Payne right away with a backbreaker and a neckbreaker on Max Height. Donovan Payne not playing any games here. Big knee drop on Max Height. He's strictly business here tonight, and you know, if Max Height's not careful, he's going to get caught off guard, just like Donovan Payne was last month. And Max Height's the one that wins the exchange with the clothesline. And of course, with Golden Ticket coming up, you got to think, is there going to be a rubber match between these guys, or is Max Height, if he wins here tonight, is not going to be enough to get him world title consideration? That sky's the limit. Or will this carry over to the Golden Ticket match? We don't know. But either way, already the outside, Donovan Payne with the knees over and over on another knee to Max Height. Like I said, no love lost in this one. They're just going to war here. Obviously no count out, false count anywhere. And they're already using the environment to their advantage. But the fans better be careful. They spill out to the outside, to the crowd, the stage area. But again, Donovan Payne looking like he's in control of the match, but Max Height, anybody, including the master of the 450, can do a Russian leg sweep. Especially on the outside with double damage, but Donovan Payne back into the ring, looking to reset here. He wants to be on the outside on his terms. What's this? Big drop kick there. And Max Height retreating back to the apron. Just enough for Donovan Payne to haymaker him to the outside. Oh no, Donald's got a gun. Run! Run! Oh, he put it away, thank goodness. And again, I'm up here at the stage. Those two announced us there for destruction only. And this might be the match we see the destruction. It's Dono. There's a lot of hardcore no DQ matches on this card, and they decided to leave those tables there and let them destroy them. But back into the ring, not going to be into play yet. Donovan Payne fights out of whatever Max Height was looking for. Oh, and just a slapping of forearm shot takes him to a knee. But now Max Height's the one fighting back here. Oh, nice kick looking for a DDT, but Donovan Payne fights out of it. Oh, the standing Kuba stomping Max Height right back to his feet. Saying your moves mean nothing to me. And that's pretty much shows the disrespect Max Height's had with Donovan Payne, but a standing slice spread. But Max Height right back again with the uppercut. Defiance, the disrespect. He's got the double arms into a butterfly suplex, excuse me. And those yes chants used to fire up the crowd, but instead just revs up the boos. It tells you how much they love and adore Donovan Payne and hate anyone who opposes him as Dono kicks out at 0. But Dono, oh, how about that neck breaker there? Fisherman neck breaker. And Northern Lights suplex. He thought he was going to keep the bridge, but he floats over into another neck breaker. Donovan Payne, the one in control in this matchup. He came here to fight Max Heitman, he came in a little too cocky, a little too confident. And has been caught off guard here by the former World Heavyweight Champion. Back suplex, 1, 2, no. 2 count only with the bridge. The Tiger suplex with the bridge. Oh, the jumping knee. Donovan Payne drops the leg, brother. And he's feeling it. Another big knee drop there. Cover in the center of the ring. 1, 2, no. Still kicks out at 2. Donovan Payne can't believe it. But if you're someone of his expertise, you know that that's not going to be enough. But he's setting him up. He's telling Max Hyde it's nighttime. Go to bed, go to sleep. Here's the cover. Here's Max Hyde going to sleep. 1, 2. No, he's not. 2 count only. And Donovan Payne thought that was it. And now is the point in the match where Donovan Payne's plan A did not work. But he's got to keep going with the knee drop there and not give Max Hyde any window to make a comeback. And keep the offensive on this match. There's another drop kick there. Donovan Payne again drops the leg, brother. And he's feeling it, and this Salt Lake crowd's behind him. Another flipping neck snap. Here's the cover. 1, 2, no, 2 count again. And despite it being false count anyway, Donovan Payne restricting this match to the ring, which is exactly how I think he wanted it. Oh, Max Hyde looking for the height bottom out of nowhere. Donovan Payne scouts it. Oh, and instead he picks on Max Hyde. He's telling him it's bedtime. No dessert. Go to sleep. Is Max Hyde out for the count? We'll find out. The cover. 1, 2. He got up Donovan Payne, an emphatic win here tonight.
The winner of the match, Donovan Payne.
And if you want to talk about a statement win, business only, Donovan Payne just showed that. Played his game plan to perfection, and after a pair of go-to-sleeps, he put Max Hyde to sleep and finally gets an official one-up on the man who stabbed him in the back a couple weeks ago. A great win for Donovan Payne there. And now coming up next, we're going to have our third championship match of the evening. And it is for the Women's Revolution Championship. It is the official rubber match between Goddess Dawn and Hikaru Hime. Of course, these two met RFTA, where Hikaru won, but in the final, in the rematch, it was Goddess Dawn that beat her for the crown. And now that Goddess Dawn is champion, they're going to meet one more time, this time for the title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the RWR Women's Revolution Championship.
Still can't get over his voice. It's amazing. Her voice is so deep. But here comes the challenger, Hikaru Hime. Again, tried to become the second person ever to run the table in RFTA, but she fell short in the final to Goddess Dawn, the runner-up in the block. And it was Dawn that walked away the first ever women's RFTA champion. And with that, Dawn defeated Bella Angel not once but twice to win and retain her the Women's Revolution Championship. And now, after winning a fatal four-way against Haley Shepard, against Paige, against Ellie Richardson, defying all the odds, it's Hikaru Hime finding a way once again to get herself in the title picture, and once again getting a shot at Dawn. And what could be a historic win for Hikaru Hime, it could be the first ever woman to win the Women's Triple Crown. That would be winning both Women's Championships and the short-lived Women Tag Team Championship. She was tag champ with Kimiko Matsui, the last champion. And she was women's champion for a brief period in season 2, so she could complete the Triple Crown here tonight. And of course be one of the only women to win both women's titles to begin with. And here comes the champion. Goddess Dawn making her way to the ring. And even though she won RFTA, you gotta think with Dawn, it took her until season 2 to finally win women's championship gold. And now that she's finally got it again, she needs to be able to vanquish what's turned into her big season 3 rival in Hikaru Hime and find a way to have a long reign as champion. However, there's been a lot of distraction within the Agents of Pain. I mean, we've talked about the men earlier in the show, but even the women as well. As you saw last night, Amanda Violence and Jennifer Jett hardcore death match. Jennifer Jett won, but you know, Amanda Violence in her playground regardless, and just extending the big rivalry between the Agents of Pain and the World Warriors, especially Jennifer Jett and Alexis Riot. And you got to think at some point the Agents of Pain women, you know, Amanda Violence, Paige, Roxy Riot, they want the leader of the Agents of Pain, Goddess Dawn, to get involved at some point. So we'll see if that distraction leads to what I would say would be an upset here tonight.
Introducing first, the challenger. From Akihabara, Japan, Hikaru Hime. Introducing the champion. From Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the leader of the Agent of Pain, the Goddess of Chaotic Skies, and the RWR Women's Revolution Champion, Goddess Dawn.
And here we go. Red Shoes about to hold up what this match is all about. Women's Revolution Championship. Can Hikaru make history, or will Goddess Dawn extend her reign as the champion? We'll find out in a few. Here we go. Hikaru with the kicks right away, and then Dawn with the clothesline. Dawn, how about that pin? Only one count, but using the knee drop as a pin cover. Red Shoes accepting it. And that might piss off Hikaru more than anything. Trying to lift off Dawn, but no. Dawn with the kick and the reverse DDT there. Of course, Dawn's going to have the size advantage in this one. Hikaru, not the tallest person in the world. And so far, Dawn with the Young Lioness special, the half Boston Crab. But Hikaru able to get out of it. And a PK on top. And will the experience of Dawn pay off once again like it did against Bella Angel? Extended dropkick there. Or will Hikaru prove to be her kryptonite? Winning the rubber match here is Hikaru with the armbar. Of course, even though she's on her own now, Hikaru learning a lot of stuff from Kimiko Matsui in their partnership last year. Oh, how about that knee buster? Stuns Dawn. And a kick in the face, and then a spinning back kick. Impressive move from Hikaru. But Dawn fighting right back with the jawbreaker. But Hikaru, again, how about that? A flipping pile driver. Trying to put an end to this one early, climbing to the top rope. She decides to stand up, Dawn. And the flying teabag hurricanrana. Great move there, the cover. Only a one count. And Dawn kicking out at one. Still has a lot of fight left in her. But Hikaru, how about the Shining Wizard Enziguri there? Karu not letting up. Dawn flips right back up. It's Sakuri of her own. Taken down to Karu, but it's still a Karu. Fighting back, and Dawn looking to retreat on the outside. She's going to stand up on the apron. How is Karu going to respond? Oh, the shoulder block sends Dawn out of the ring. And here we go for the double damage points. Of course, this is not no disqualification. So, taking her down by the arm abuse. Into the armbar. There's a 20 count, and of course, Karu's not going to win the title via count out, so champion's advantage. She's only going to win in the ring, but she can't damage the champion. Oh, caught her. Black hole slam. Impressive strength from Karu. Mule kicks her, and then a half and half suplex. Dawn in trouble here. Karu racking up the double damage points. And back in the ring, she thinks she's done enough. Oh no, Karu to the top rope. Oh, an elbow drop to Dawn's back. Here's the cover. 1, 2, no. Dawn kicks out at 2 despite all that. But the champ is reeling and the challenger can feel it here. The Karu. Another Shining Wizard Enziguri. And a Karu, the facebuster on the knee. Bouncing off the ropes. Another kick and another spinning back kick. Onto Dawn, and again the arm abuse continues, the arm bar. But Dawn fights out of it. And now Karu. No, Dawn able to fight out of a German suplex of her own. Finally, Dawn. Oh, she's going to the top rope. You know what she could be looking for. No, she stands up at Karu, not looking for the 630. Instead, looking for a spinning back kick off the top rope, and no water in the pool. Karu moves out of the way. She might have been too far away regardless. But Karu going to take advantage. Another leg wrench onto Dawn. The champ in trouble here. Needs to fight back in the worst way as Karu stomps away at the champion. And Karu returns to the top rope. Looking to put the finishing touches. Big girl senton off the top rope. Could this be it? Is the cover? 1, 2. Oh, it is it. We have a new champion. Karu Hime has made history.
The winner of the match, and new RWR Women's Revolution Champion, Karu Hime.
Dawn taking too much punishment, and the big girl senton off the top rope enough to give Dawn her first Women's Revolution Championship and become the first woman to win both women's titles. The second woman to win both women's titles. And the first Triple Crown winner in the women's division in the RWR. So congratulations to her, and for Dawn, it's back to the drawing board to see what happened. A very surprising defeat for her, I would say. But now, coming up next, we have another championship match, and the ladders are going to get involved in this one. Andre Baker, the Intercontinental Champion, defends against Lionheart in his rematch for the belt, coming up next.
The following contest is a ladder match for the RWR Intercontinental Championship. To win the belt, you must climb the ladder and retrieve it from hanging above the RWR ring.
And here comes the challenger, the former champion. As you can see, the belt hanging above the ring. Here comes Lionheart.
Introducing first, the challenger.
From London, England, Lionheart.
Lionheart, the former Connor Spalding, trying to regain his Intercontinental title once again. Of course, former United States champion as well. And Connor, again, a lot of people called him a paper champion. Had a very poor RFTA, but was able to get the job done when it mattered, defeating Kevin Sanders to retain the title. But it was Andre Baker's night last month at Redemption, defeating Lionheart to win his first Intercontinental title. But now, 4 weeks ago, in Andre Baker's title celebration, Lionheart looked to have good intentions, coming out to award the belt officially to Andre Baker, but instead he Pearl Harbored him from behind with the belt, and then he pulled out a ladder and he assaulted the champion with the ladder, issuing his rematch clause at tonight's collision course, but under his terms, a ladder match. And now Baker, he wants to retain his title. He has to do it under the match Lionheart wants. And what's also going to be a small preview of Sky's Limit next month. How about this new theme for Baker?
Introducing the champion. Making his way to the ring, the RWR Intercontinental Champion, the Big Effin' Beast, Andre Baker.
And Baker, with the champion, come the champion spoils. And that includes a new theme music. I'm feeling it, it's banging. And the Intercontinental Champion hoping to follow in the footsteps of his mentor DJ Kraft in developing a long, historic, dominant reign as champion. But every marathon starts with the first step. And his first step tonight is retaining against Lionheart in a ladder match. And if you remember DJ Kraft's title reign, his first defense was in an Elimination Chamber match that he retained the belt in. And it was all up from there. And that's what it's all about, Intercontinental title on the line. Hanging above the ring. Lionheart, Baker. Ladders, here we go. Baker immediately belly-to-belly suplex. Again, pinfalls mean nothing. Submissions mean nothing. Anything goes, but you must climb the ladder and retrieve the belt to win the gold. And Lionheart sending Baker into the ropes, ducks down, jumps over him, then grabs the arm and eats a forearm from Baker. Baker, another belly-to-belly suplex. And Lionheart's the one to retreat. Crowd behind Baker in this one. They're feeling the new champ. They're feeling the new theme. But can he get the job done? That clothesline will absolutely help. But Lionheart fighting back. Of course, multiple-time United States champion last season. He lost the belt to Matt Matthews, and then he was able to regain it back. He's looking to repeat here tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. Essentially becoming the most decorated mid-card champion in RWR history. With what would be his fourth reign with either the US or the Intercontinental Championship. As he drives Baker's head into the turnbuckle multiple times. Count along with Lionheart, that's 10. And of course, Lionheart's smart strategy here, going after the legs of Baker, eliminating the climbing factor. He can't climb with a bum leg. Trying to give him a Charlie horse. And again, working the legs. Very smart strategy for Lionheart. You would think so, considering he's the one that wanted this match. And of course, whoever even survives this match, you gotta think, someone like Jay Era and everyone else in that division. Next in line, Big Phoenix splash from Lionheart. Impressive move. And Baker fighting back with a clothesline. And all the absolute force strength of Andre Baker picks up Lionheart like he's nothing and slams him down. And again, ladders have yet to be in play, but you know they will be soon. As soon as they exit the ring. Lionheart thrown into the corner, and Baker sets him up. No, Lionheart fights out of the suplex. Looking for something, but he's missing. He might be cross-eyed after that move. Didn't see where Baker was. Thought he got him with the knee and a dropkick, but he wasn't there. Equilibrium off kilter thanks to Baker, which might affect Lionheart when he climbs the ladder. And oh my God, Baker catching him into a Samoan drop. Lionheart, Baker continue the offensive. There's the snake eyes. And at one point, do you think you've done enough damage to your opponent to grab a ladder and climb without interruption? Well, not yet as Lionheart tries to continue the offensive. Oh, but a diving forearm sends Lionheart to the apron. And there's the stiff shot sent to the outside. Baker following suit. Still continuing. No. Thought he was going to continue to punish Lionheart, but he's going for the ladder. He thinks he's done enough. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladder in the ring, but Lionheart getting back up to his feet. Baker might have taken too much time getting the ladder in the ring, and he has. As soon as he sets it up, Lionheart there to welcome him back in the ring. But the ladder is in the ring now. And is now in play. Oh, how about that stiff knee to Baker as he crumbles to the mat. Lionheart finally on the offensive now. Oh no, he's grabbing Baker's arm. Oh, stomping away at the fingers, the hand. That's the grabbing hand. How's he going to be able to grab the belt if his hands turn into mush? That's what Lionheart's thinking. Into a neck breaker there. Now again, the advantage, the ladder's in the ring. You don't have to retrieve it now. Short distance, and Lionheart's going to be the first one to climb. But Baker back up to his feet. Lionheart has the belt. He's working on it. But Baker pushes down the ladder, leaving Lionheart no man's land. Powerbombed. And now Baker feeling it. No, but Lionheart throws Baker to the outside. Oh, trying to get him off the apron. That could have been huge, but Baker realized it. And he survives, but no, Lionheart out of the ring. No, Baker, no, what are you doing? Oh, I think Baker finally realized what he was doing. Instincts following Lionheart out of the ring, but he remembered it was a ladder match and he's going to climb. And how much time does he have as Lionheart already getting back to his feet? Regardless, Baker to the top. He's got the belt. He's working on it. Lionheart back in the ring. Oh, he's going to climb the opposite side. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This could spell danger. Punching Baker. He's off. Oh my God. He just threw Baker off the ladder. Lionheart with the opportunity of a lifetime here. Working on the belt. Baker's down. And Lionheart, he regains the Intercontinental Championship just like that.
The winner of this match and new RWR Intercontinental Champion, Lionheart!
Lionheart using the match type to his advantage. He knew he couldn't beat Baker 1, 2, 3 in the ring, but he knew one big move off the ladder, he would be able to regain the belt by grabbing it. And his plan came to fruition, and Lionheart, 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to him. And now coming up next, the final encounter between Cole Rayner and Matt Matthews, last man standing. Here's a preview, video preview of their feud. Jones here tonight if he wants to get one more shot at Matthews. And Matt Matthews enjoying every second of this. There's the leg lariat. No! Matt Matthews just pulled the ref out of the ring. 2 count only. Leg lariat out of nowhere. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Cole Raider got him. Cole Raider wins. He gets one more shot at Matt Matthews at Collision Course. And Cole Raider, the hero of RWR, gets one last opportunity to finally vanquish Matt Matthews.
The following contest is a last man standing match. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent so that he may not answer a 10 count.
Coming down the ring, representing the Batcave, from Gotham, New York, the Batman, Cole Raider!
Ladies and gentlemen, that well put together video told you all you needed to know about the big rivalry between Cole Raider and Matt Matthews that has stemmed over the course of nearly 6 months now, ever since the Superstar shakeup back in July after Beach Brawl, and Cole Raider finally getting one more crack at Matt Matthews. Can he do it? Or does this man just simply have Cole Raider's number?
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going
From London, England, this is the King of the Wing and your wife's favorite wrestler, Marvelous Matt Matthews.
going anywhere.
And like Yvette said, it's been since July, but every single step of the way, it has been Marvelous Matt Matthews as the one to defeat Cole Raider. Cole Raider has never pinned, submitted, or beat Matt Matthews personally. Of course, they've been on opposite sides of tag matches, blah, 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 but I'm talking about one-on-one, mano-a-mano. Of course, this season all started at RFTA. Matthews winning their second match ever against each other. He beat Cole in the lead up to Supernova 2 back in September, and then Matt Matthews got him again in RFTA. And then even in their 6-man tag match, the RFTA 3 finals, it was Matt Matthews that pinned Cole Raider. And then back at Redemption, we thought Cole was going to do it. But once again, Matt Matthews found a way to take him out, even though it was no DQ. And now, ain't gonna be a 3 count in this one. Ain't gonna be any submissions or pins. Your opponent needs to be down for a 10 count. Completely incapacitated to even breathe. This is gonna be an all-out war. And can Cole Raider dig down deep like he did a couple weeks ago against Chris Jones and finally defeat the evil in his side in Matt Matthews, the man that betrayed him and stabbed him in the back? Or will Matt Matthews simply be the one that can defeat RWR's superhero and forever be his kryptonite? And so far, it's looking good for the villain as Matt Matthews in control, belly-to-belly suplex. And just kicking the dirt on Cole, the absolute disrespect to Cole Rayner, the former World Revolution champion. Matt Matthews, former United States champion. Ref started to count. Matthews said, no, not even close. I haven't done nearly enough damage to Cole yet, but Cole able to fight back. And like I said, if we see the Cole Rayner we saw a couple of weeks ago, including that modified STO, in his heroic match against Chris Jones, I think Cole Rayner might be able to get it done. But he's got to be 100% focused in this one. He cannot make a mistake at all. As both men miss moves there, Cole trying to back suplex Matthews and sends Matthews with the suplex. And soaking in the boos and the jeers from the Salt Lake City crowd. Obviously, they're going to be behind the hero, Cole Rayner. But Matthews loving every second of this. Loving tormenting Cole Rayner. Even throwing insults to his mom, his family, everything. But Cole Rayner, how about this move? Nice Hurricanrana. Takes down Matthews. Oh, he's got the arm and nice Gotham City arm drag. Cole ends up with the drop kick there. Matthews comes back with a spinning back kick. And that's going to issue the first count of the evening. Of course, got to be a 10 count. But if you're Cole, you've got till 9 until you really have to get up. So a little bit of rest here. It looks like he's going to take full advantage of that. Already at a 7 count. Yep, an 8. Cole decides to get up. I knew that wasn't nearly enough, but Cole taking advantage of the count, and again the boos rain down on the Marvelous One. But Cole fights back in the attitude adjustment. And there's the big Irish whip. Eliminates Matthews from the Rumble. And here we go. We're going to get some double damage here. Again, no countouts. Essentially a false count anywhere match. The WDT. You just got to keep your opponent on the ground for a 10 count, and the ref coming out to count. Here we go. Cole just standing in the ring, staring down a hole into Matthews. But again, I don't think this is nearly enough damage, and Matthews, I think, taking the same approach here. Eat up as many seconds as you can to recover. Yep, and he's up at the 8 count, too. But Cole right back to the outside, but Matthews catches him. But Cole fighting back. He's got him up. Huge neck breaker on the outside. And these two fighting. Nice Northern Lights suplex, but Matthews kips right back up. Showing how much he disrespects the hero, but Cole answers back with another neck breaker. And Cole back into the ring. But he sees Matthews still out there. Thought he would follow him. Decides to go back out there, and he's paying for it. There's a sweet shin music. But Matthews, referee counting, but Matthews not done yet. As Matthews enters the ring, avoiding a dropkick from Cole. But he rolls back to the outside. Cole waiting for him. Another WDT on the outside. And Cole's going to get the count. Again, I don't think it's nearly enough damage as Matthew's going to absorb as much seconds as possible. Yep, back up to the 8 count. Cole deciding to go back outside to follow. And Matthews wailing on Matthews. Oh, the punches and the slaps. And again, interrupting the count. And a repeat, but the opposite. Matthews thought Cole was behind him, but Cole stayed on the outside. Luring Matthews back to the outside, drop kick against the apron. Again, these men using the double damage on the outside to their advantage here in this last man standing match. Hoping it's enough to get them over the edge. As Cole with another count on Matthews. This is Matthews' third time being counted down. And he's still getting up at the 8 count. And Cole again to the outside, but caught by Matthews. No, Cole flips over into another drop kick. His head bouncing off the apron, and Cole gonna get another count. Again, I think Cole's using these breaks for himself to recover. As you see him working out his shoulder, his arm. Even though Matthews is slowly recovering on the outside, Cole getting some recovery of his own as he works his shoulder back into place. And I think that's how he's going into this matchup. But Matthews catching Cole. Oh, snake eyes off the apron. Hardest part of the ring. And if you're Matthews, you need to get him back in the ring. But more punches and slaps takes down Cole. He picks him up. You need to get away from the outside fast as Cole's using that to his advantage. But he's going to stand in the ring and pose. But Cole catches him with the clothesline. And again, it may not be exciting, but Cole getting more recovery time here as Matthews counted out again. Again, I expect Matthews to get up at the 8 count, but Cole catching his breath, getting valuable damage recovery here. Oh, Matthews up at a 9 count now. I think he may have taken a little more damage than we thought. But punching back and forth between the two. The forearm shot from Matthews. Oh, drives Cole off the apron. But Cole, Matthews fighting back, big drop kick there. And now Matthews, I think, figuring out Cole's game plan, deciding to take a play out of it. And going to take a break himself to recover. As you see him working his shoulder back into place. He's figured out what Cole's trying to do. Oh, Cole back up at a 9 count, using that extra second. As he eats the clothesline from Matthews, and Matthews, again, desperately needing the recovery. He's going to do it again. Just needing that recovery time. I think he came into this match with a lot of cocky confidence, thinking he's beaten Cole so many times in the past he could do it again, but Cole, with absolutely nothing to lose, just going all out here against Matthews. And just up at a 9 count, but despite Matthews getting these last 2 falls, belly to belly against the apron. Oh, man. And here we go again, Matthews trying to recover here, working his joints back into place. And despite this segment, it's been all Cole all match, but Matthews coming in late when it counts. Could he catch Cole off guard? No, Cole up in an 8 count. And Matthews, disappointed sling blade. Sling blade out of nowhere. Cole using that rest to his advantage. But Matthews still fighting back. No, Cole reversing out of it. Oh, he caught him. Battering. Cole Rayner with the battering. But Matthews trying to get back up. The PK from Cole. And Cole says count. He thinks he's done enough. We'll see. The sling blade, the battering, and the PK. Will that trio moves be enough to finally get Cole over? Matt Matthews here, up to a 7 count. 8. 9, Matthews isn't moving. That's it. Cole Rayner has finally defeated Marvelous Matt Matthews.
The winner of this match is the Batman, Cole Rayner.
Cole Rayner, with his strategy of recovery, is able to do enough. As I think he expected Matt Matthews to steal the play from the playbook, and he caught Matthews off guard, climbing up at an 8 count when he wasn't expecting it, and hits the trio of big moves, and Cole Rayner has finally defeated Marvelous Matt Matthews. Congratulations to him. The hero always finds a way to win, and he has done so here tonight. And a gigantic monkey off the back, Cole Rayner here. But coming up next, a second collision course chamber of the evening, this time for the women's championship. These 6 ladies, Adeline Ward will defend against Apathy, Catherine Isogen, Hope Rogers, Faith Rogers, and Amanda Spade. You thought the first chamber was crazy, this one's going to be even crazier. We'll see who will be the lucky participants to enter the pod. And how about this? The champ coming out first.
From the time I was born, through all of my days.
The following contest is an elimination chamber match scheduled for the RWR Women's Championship. From Canada, she is a part of the World Warriors and the RWR Women's Champion, Adeline Ward.
Ward getting the lucky draw, and she will enter one of the pods here tonight. The champ getting the slight advantage. We don't know what position she's going to be in, but getting the slight advantage nonetheless. And will not have to start out the chamber. And of course, if you remember the last chamber match earlier tonight, Max Silverstein from the number 5 position was the one to pick up the victory. So obviously a late entry gives you more of an advantage, and we'll see if the champion gets that advantage here tonight. And if the shocking, surprising Cinderella reign of Adeline Ward will continue, impressing more and more with each match. Trying to establish herself as one of the great women here in RWR. But she'll have 5 other women to defeat, but she can do it. This will be a massive, massive victory for her.
From Japan, this is Catherine Isogen.
Catherine Isogen also getting a pod here. Isogen, she believed that she should have been the sole contender here, but the wins and losses don't lie, and she has many losses over Hope Rogers, and she thought her win over Faith was enough, but General Manager Jarek Vanders thought otherwise and decided to book a chamber for this one as Catherine Isogen enters her pod.
Coming down the aisle, from the Ghost Pirate ship of the Rogers Foundation, Faith Rogers.
Faith Rogers also lucky to get a pod here. Faith, no longer the only woman to win both women's titles. She is joined by Karuhime, who defeated Goddess Dawn earlier tonight for the belts. But Faith the first to do it, and she's looking to add her 2nd women's title to her reign. And of course, getting the advantage of entering the pod. Again, we don't know which number it's going to be, but she's not starting out. That's really all that matters at this point. Of course, thoughts in her mind is where her daughter's going to land. who will be lucky number 4 to enter the pod. Oh, and it's going to be Amanda Spade. How about that? Winning a qualifier against Sami K. Sato in a KDF rules match to gain entry into this match. Former women's champion in her own right.
From London, England, the Queen of Spades, Amanda Spade.
And Spade's going to be getting herself into a pod, which means the two starting this match is going to be Hope Rogers and Apathy. Not what they wanted, but that's the luck of the draw. They're going to have to start from 1 and 2 if they want to run the table, if they want to rock out with the gold here tonight. And of course, Spade with the brief warm-up. I mean, I wouldn't call Sami a warm-up, but KDF rules, that's about as close to a chamber match as you're going to get. Spade probably the slight advantage, I would say, in this one. But we'll see what number she draws when the pod's open. But now the unlucky two that have to start out the match. Here they come. Starting with Apathy, former women's champion, former women's tag team champion.
Residing from an undisclosed location, this is Apathy.
Another new look for Apathy here, very Wonder Woman-esque, as Apathy gaining entry to this match, cashing in a favor to the general manager, Derek Vanders. Of course, Apathy was supposed to be an RFTA, but she came back from injury a little too early to face Olivia Taylor Supernova in a losing effort, and Derek Vanders said, no, you go home, you rest. I want you back at 100%. Apathy said, fine, but I want a favor in the future. No problem, says Jarek. So Apathy sits out, rise from the ashes. She comes back, and she says, I want in this chamber match for the title. And Jarek granted it to her, but Apathy faced the champion one-on-one, and it was a champion that shocked everyone and defeated the veteran Apathy. But we'll see if her head's in the game for this one. And here comes the Phoenix Cup champion.
On her way to the ring, the Mermaid Princess of the Rogers Foundation, Hope Rogers.
The very popular Mara costume. Hope Rogers won Phoenix Cup in January at Redemption, finally got a shot at the women's title, but it was Adeline Ward, the one able to best Hope Rogers in what a lot of people saw at the time, a massive upset. But Hope getting another shot at the gold, but she's going to have to start from the opening position here, and against a wily veteran like Apathy, who's not an easy person to face. And Hope realizing what she's about to get herself into here, looking at all 4 women in the chamber, she's got to start alone. And here we go, second chamber of the night, women's title on the line. Apathy and Hope Rogers starting out. Apathy opens up with a suplex. And if it's anything like the last chamber, these pods are going to open fairly quickly, eliminating some of the advantage, but still it'll be an advantage nonetheless, as whoever comes in last is basically foregoing at least 5 minutes of ring time. 1, 2, no. Hope flips over. 1, 2, no. Apathy flips over. 1, 2, no. And then the kick out. Almost caught each other off guard right there. But Apathy in early control here of Hope Rogers, the little Rogers daughter. Little Hope slowly becoming her own woman, as we're going to see who's number 3 here in the chamber. What is the code? The code is It's Faith Rogers. And we'll see if they double team Apathy or if it's just going to be business. As usual, no hard feelings, but every woman for herself, and so far, Faith letting Hope beat up Apathy. Here we go, mother and daughter going at it. They know what's on the line here. They know it's business. They can't team up forever. Well, you would think they'd at least attempt to double team Apathy, but no, they agreed upon it. Whatever happens in there happens. We both have the common goal, but it looks like they're starting to double team Apathy now. But no, Hope going after her mother. Nice flipping neck breaker there. As pot number 2 is gonna open. What is the code? Who is it gonna be? It is Amanda Spade coming in number 4. Again, increasing the chances of the champion just a little bit more now. As she is guaranteed one of the final 2 is again mother and daughter just going at it. No hard feelings, but they both want the gold. And Apathy and Amanda Spade going at it in the ring. Oh, elevated dropkick from Faith Rogers. As Amanda Spade squishing Apathy's head like a watermelon between her thighs. The cover 1. Now only a 1 count on Hope. Again, very strange pairings, but you know, it's not a tag team match. It's every woman for herself. Enziguri from Spade. Hurricanrana from Faith. And pot number 5 about to open. What is the code? Who is number 5? And who will be lucky number 6? Oh, Isogen's number 5. That means Ward the champion. Somehow, someway drawing lucky number 6. The champion getting the advantage in this matchup, giving her as good of a chance as any to retain. Apathy, the head scissors takedown on Isogen as Faith, Hope, and Spade outside of the ring. Again, you may find it weird the Rogers fighting each other, but common goal to win as champion, and if you ask them, that's just called Tuesday breakfast. Rope assisted deal from Isogen. Nobody kicks out of the deal, but apparently Apathy kicks out of that one. 2 count only, as there's the countdown for the final pod to open. Anybody, including Pirate Queen, can do a Russian leg sweep. We know who the code is here. It's the women's champion out on the board. She gets the advantage. She foregoes the 5 minutes of wrestling. And all 6 women in the ring now, but the champ is the freshest. As Apathy and Ward going at it in the ring. Faith and Spade now in the ring. Even Isogen and Hope on the outside. Will the advantage be enough for Ward to retain her belt? Or do one of these 5 women have enough to dethrone her? Hurricanrana on Isogen on the outside. Let's hope ate a DDT earlier on the outside. 2 submission moves here. Faith breaks out of Spade's attempt. Apathy breaks out of Ward's attempt. So, chaos here. Oh, big suplex on the outside. Hope Rogers feeling it. As Faith climbing the side of the cage. What is she doing? Climbing it like the side of a pirate ship. I don't know what Faith Rogers is thinking. If she even is thinking at this point. She's biding her time up there. Hope slowly getting up. I hope she's not thinking about jumping on Hope. No, she sees Hope, and Hope, she had the opportunity. Hope runs out of the way. Faith not deciding to jump on Hope. She couldn't do it. It's too much for her. Hope trying to ask her, what is she doing? Isogen, a big move on Spade on the inside of the ring. Oh, Faith just fell off the cage. Faith cannot hold on any longer. Diving foot stomp on Spade from Isogen. Goes the cover. 1, 2, no, 2 count only. And Faith's hesitation ultimately cost her. She did not want to jump on Hope. There's Oxygen Modified Juice Box. On Spade, this could be it for Amanda Spade. 1, 2, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Spade has been eliminated.
Spade the first eliminated, even though she was number 4 in the match. Oh, backstabber from Faith onto Hope. Did she just eliminate her daughter? 1, 2, she did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hope Rogers has been eliminated.
Faith eliminating her own daughter. They said it was business, but Hope out of this matchup thanks to her mother, Faith. And we are down to the final 4. Adeline Ward, Apathy, Catherine Isogen, and Faith Rogers. As Adeline Ward, quick cover on Apathy. She got her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Apathy has been eliminated.
Apathy eliminated. I'm not sure what Ward did to her, but I just saw her throw her into the ring and pin her. Now we're just like that. We're down to a final 3. Isogen, Ward, and Faith. The first 2 to start the match eliminated. We got numbers 3, 5, and 6 in there. Faith hanging on the ropes, and Ward and Isogen inside the ring. Here we go, essentially a triple threat match now. Double drop kick onto Isogen. And, how about that? Assisted leg drop. Faith celebrating. Can't do that for long. Ward going after her, but it's Faith on top now. Like I said, if she eliminated her own daughter, she could have damn well win the match by doing that PK. Catches Ward behind her. Oh, but Ward with a jumping lariat. Ward and Isogen. Oh, there's the Ishigoroshi on the knee. Could that be it for Faith? Here's the cover. 1, 2. It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Faith Rogers has been eliminated.
Faith is gone. Here's your final 2. Catherine Isogen, Adeline Ward. Can Adeline Ward overcome the odds and retain her title? Modified kill switch could do just that. Here's the cover on Isogen. 1, 2. No, Isogen kicks out at 2. Isogen still has fight in her, trying to win the women's title. She's a former Revolution champion. Here's the cover off the knees, only a 1 count on Ward. Ward trying to get the biggest win of her career, the biggest defense of her career. But Isogen wailing away at the champion. Oh, the flying ass in the corner. Isogen. Oh, look at that spinning back fist. A Judas effect. That could be it. Isogen gonna climb up to Brett's rope. She stands up Ward. Oh, missing the drop kick. No water in the pool. Ward gonna take advantage now. She's gonna cover off the miss. 1. No, only 1 count. And again, if you're Ward, you've been essentially playing with house money ever since cashing in Golden Ticket back in December. Excuse me, back in November, day 1 of RFTA, but I don't think anyone expected her to have the reign she's had with all the wins she's picked up. But Isogen looking to put an end to that. Modified juice box on Ward. Do we have a new champion here? 1, 2. No, Ward kicks out at 2.9. And there's the Dragon Sleeper from Isogen, but surprisingly enough, despite Ward's attitude toward her opponents, a lot of people rallying behind her. They're digging the Cinderella story from Adeline Ward. And now Ward driving the knee into the face of Isogen. Now Ward climbing up to the top rope. Oh no, Ward going up on top of the pod. No! We saw Silverstein do this big splash off the top of the pod. We saw Silverseed win with this. Adeline Ward taking notes from the previous chamber match. Is that going to be enough to cover? 1, 2. It is. Adeline Ward retains the women's championship once again.
The winner of the match and still RWR Women's Champion, Adeline Ward.
Ward, with luck on her side, gets the final chamber spot, number 6, and uses it to her advantage to retain her women's title. And if you didn't believe her as a champion, you need to now. That was as legit as a win you could get. Ward survives 5 other ladies and retains her title in the most impressive showing yet from the champion. And now coming up next, our final 2 matches of the evening, our first of 2 World Championship matches. We're going to start with the Resurgence side, World Revolution Championship on the line. Doug Shepard defends against a very, very familiar opponent in Danny Richardson. These two have crossed paths numerous times in WWO and all over. They cross paths for the first time tonight for the richest prize on Resurgence.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the RWR Revolution Championship.
Here comes the number 1 contender, Danny Richardson, as I'm trying to still come down from that second chamber match. Richardson, of course, defeated DJ Kraft last month at Redemption for the spot. And Danny has crossed paths numerous times with Doug Shepard. Danny's been bragging about all the belts he's won all over EWA and all over the world, but if there's one place he's yet to find gold, it is here in RWR, but he finally gets his first shot at it here tonight. And against a familiar opponent like Doug Shepard, this is the best chance of any for him to finally pick up world title gold here in RWR and add to his count. But again, a familiar opponent like Doug Shepard, sometimes you gotta do something different to defeat someone that you know. Can Danny do that, or will Doug Shepard be the one to retain his title here tonight? And follow in the footsteps of his wife Haley as she defeated Ellie Richardson earlier tonight. And on top of Stephen Wright and Chad Bryant winning their contendership match, will this be an all inner circle night? Or will Danny Richardson be the one to spoil it? And here comes the champion. Like I've said time and time again, if you don't believe in the importance of the golden ticket, that is the sole reason why Doug Shepard's currently the heavyweight champion of Resurgence. Shepard cashing in when the time was right at the RFTA 3 final, right after Gil Thunderstrike retained his title against DJ Kraft, caught the former champ off guard and was able to win the gold for himself. And after a hellacious defense against Martin Starr and Gil Thunderstrike in the main event of Redemption last month, Shepard again, like I said, facing a familiar opponent here in Danny Richardson, but will be the man who's able to alter his game plan the most to pick up the win. And like we saw a couple weeks ago, Martin Starr beating it out of Josh Wolf. The winner of this match will face the RFTA 3 winner, one-on-one at Sky's the Limit. Martin Starr getting his one-on-one opportunity for the belt after winning RFTA.
Introducing first, the challenger. Now residing in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Dastardly Danny Richardson. Introducing the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, representing and heading the Inner Circle, now residing in Seattle, Washington, he is the RWR World Revolution Champion, Doug Shepard.
And you know damn well Martin Starr is watching this match intently wherever he may be, scouting out who will be his opponent at Sky's the Limit. You know he wants Doug Shepard, but he'll take Danny Richardson too. And that's what it's all about. World Revolution Championship on the line. The richest prize on the Resurgence brand. And here we go. These two familiar foes meet in the center of the ring, but it's Shepard with the early advantage, chopping down the tree of Richardson and going right after the leg, but Danny fights out of it. And then Richardson answers with a dropkick. With that leg, as you can see, the leg of Danny Richardson, you see the knee brace there. Like I said, these guys know each other very well, and obviously Doug going right after the weakened knee of Danny Richardson. He's got the knee brace, so you know his early game plan. But Danny trying to fight back. These two have met time and time again elsewhere. Their first real meeting in RWR. But these two know each other like the back of their hands, and it's going to take the one who does something different to win. Nice suplex from Richardson onto Shepard. But Shepard avoids the knee, and he eliminates Danny from the Rumble. And he rolls to the outside here for the double damage points. The ref begins his count. Danny, though, answers back with the clothesline. Shepard with the dragon screw on that bump knee. Again, targeting that bump knee. That seems to be Shepard's game plan here tonight. But Richardson thrown back into the ring and Shepard following suit. But Shepard right back in the offensive. Backbreaker there. And just pounding away at Richardson. Danny just getting the foot of Shepard driven into him. All that pressure, all that weight into his chest. And again, Shepard just all his force into the chest of Danny Richardson. And it's the champion on the early offensive here. Wrenching the neck of Richardson. And soaking in the boos and the jeers of the Utah crowd. And of course, oh, there's the Cobra clutch there. Excuse me, the camel clutch. Pardon me. Richardson able to fight out. Neither one of these guys particularly loved from the crowd, but big snowplow from Richardson. But I guess you had to choose one. The crowd obviously choosing Richardson. They just hate the Inner Circle. Can't say I blame them. The shoulder block from Shepard sends Richardson back to the ground. And now Shepard targeting the arm, the hand, the fingers of Richardson. Trying to eliminate the clean shave. Here's the cover. Only a one count. Shepard still on the offensive here. Knee to the face. But Richardson fighting back, but again it's Shepard with the jawbreaker and the shoulder tackle. The champ in full control here. As Richardson's trying to find an opening, and he does there. But again, the champ reverses. Oh, and a pop-up powerbomb out of nowhere. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Richardson kicks out in the nick of time. Shepard thought he caught him. He almost did, but he didn't. But again, Richardson, whatever he tries to do against the champion, it's not working. Again, driving that foot into his chest. Now, Doug Shepard looking to put a quick end to this one. Oh, he sets him up. Hits him with the dangle, center of the ring, blood for the Blood Goddess. Did he catch Richardson off guard? The cover, 1, 2. He did! And the champ retains just like that. An emphatic, dominant retention from the champion.
The winner of the match, and still RWR World Revolution Champion, Doug Shepard.
And again, like I said, it'd be the man that does something different. And Shepard didn't really do anything different, but he immediately went after the bum leg of Richardson, and it ended up costing him in the long run. As Richardson, gimping out of the gates, was never able to get an advantage against Shepard, and Shepard just attack, and was able to put away Richardson. And if it stands, Shepard will retain his, or defend his title at Sky's the Limit against Martin Starr 1-on-1. But now, coming up, our main event of the evening, it is a 4-way dance. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship, the richest prize of retaliation. Jake Rogers said he'll take on all 3. He's hardcore, but will it cost him in the end? Fatal 4-way, Norns, Adam Shaw, Mike Metal, Jake Rogers. Our main event, a collision course. And it is going to be a collision course coming up next.
The following is a fatal 4-way match for the RWR World Heavyweight Champion. Eliminations are done by pinfall and submission. The last person standing will be crowned the RWR World Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Adam Shaw.
And Adam Shaw looking to purge his opponents en route to his first World Heavyweight Championship of his career. Former 2-time Revolution champion, but trying to win the other belt here. Joined the elite class of men in the company to do so. Shaw debuting the new theme here as well. As of course, at the beginning of the month, we thought it was just going to be Jake and Shaw for the title. But after Norns picked up the win over Mike Metal, and Mike Metal picked up the win over Adam Shaw, it created a triangle conundrum that was quickly solved by the champion, who's ready to take all comers as the fighting champion that he is. But like I said in our intro, will that cost him? Will he eat his words? Regardless, Jake Rogers does have a rematch clause under his belt, so maybe he's not too concerned if he does lose. But Adam Shaw, in just a little over 2 years, has gone from shocking underdog to perennial main event talent, and he main events another collision course here. Ironically enough, another world title match for him at a collision course. And will he, as he's purged Razor Sharp and Martin Starr in the past, and Norns, can he do it to these 3 other men here tonight and become World Heavyweight Champion?
From Orlando, Florida, he is the leader of the Unchained Union, Mike Metal.
Leader leader of the Unchained Union, the runner-up of RFTA 3, Metal, had a one-on-one shot against Jake Rogers, but exposed a little too much of the playbook to his opponent in the month build to Redemption. Enough so where Jake Rogers was able to avoid the Osaka Street Cutter and find his own unique offense to fend off his challenger. And now Metal, due to his win over Shaw, gets another shot at the belt here despite reduced odds. 25% chance for each man for you doing Steiner math at home. And Mike Metal, he saw his boys, Mike Burke and Vlad Alucard, win their contendership match earlier tonight to get a tag title shot at Sky's the Limit, and Mike Metal hoping to walk into Sky's the Limit as the World Heavyweight Champion. But he's defeated Jake Rogers numerous times, and he's defeated Shaw a couple weeks ago, and he's had his spits with Norns in the past, so it is not impossible for Metal to walk out of Salt Lake City with the gold. But if there's one man that's dead set on becoming champion, I would say it is this man, Norns.
Coming down to the ring, the Viking Warlord, Norns!
Norns, the first Phoenix Cup winner. He main evented the first Supernova, but he had to fight in a triple threat against Archangel and Just Insane and fell in a losing effort. And Norns had to climb his way back into world title contention. After leaving the red, he got a shot at Donovan Payne at Phoenix Cup last year in what was voted the match of the year. But Norns again falling short in the big title match, and now Norns facing his biggest odds yet. He gets one more shot at the world title, the one title that has eluded him in his RWR run. Shockingly enough, has never won a belt here in RWR, but the former Phoenix Cup champion gets the opportunity here tonight. And after an emphatic win over Mike Metal earlier this month, and still reeling from that shock loss to Adam Shaw at Redemption, Norns, you gotta think, is on his game here tonight. And here's the man that's the whole reason why we're all here right now.
Residing aboard his majestic vessel in the Caribbean Sea, he is the leader of the Rogers Foundation and the RWR World Heavyweight Champion, the Pirate Captain, Jake Rogers!
Like I said, the man who's the only reason why this match is happening, Jake Rogers, the World Heavyweight Champion, defeated Donovan Payne in a shocking upset at the RFTA 3 final after Payne selected him to be his opponent. Rogers, who had to fight back from injury, fight back from family turmoil with his son Davey. We didn't know if we were going to see Jake in Season 3, but he fought back. He came back better than ever. And he took the opportunity he had and made the best of it, and finally won World Championship gold in his career. And Jake, making the most of his reign as champion, being a fighting champion no matter who throws what at him. But Jake may have bit off a little more than he could chew, demanding he face all three men, and his wish was granted, as that's what it's all about, the World Heavyweight Championship. Does Jake have a plan going into this one? Or was his eyes bigger than his brain? We'll find out. Jake does have a rematch clause if he does lose, but I'm sure he just wants to flat out retain. But here we go, fatal four-way for the world title. Here we go, our main event of Collision Course. And not shockingly enough, it's Norns and Shaw, and it's Jake and Metal teaming up here. This is elimination rules, so it's not first fall, like the 8-man matches you've seen earlier tonight. There will be one sole survivor as Norris is Shaw on the outside. Metal and Rogers in the ring. As Norris has Shaw up, but Shaw breaks free. Metal knee to knee on the inside the ring, but Norris, the reverse Death Valley driver on Shaw on the bottom of the ramp. And Metal, big knee drop on Jake Rogers. Oh my God, Norris picking up Shaw. Huge power bomb on the outside. Delivering the early damage. Oh my God, just yeets him into the turnbuckle, into the barricade, excuse me. As Jake working that knee bar on Metal, he beat him with that last night in the 6-man tag match, trying to catch Metal again early. But Metal fights out of it twice. And on the outside, Norris picking up Shaw again in a shoulder breaker. On Shaw. Into a Kokeshi and inside the ring, Metal just wailing away. And Jake, referee down, take a drink. Anything's gonna go in this one. Metal with the cover, but he didn't see the ref was down. Finally notices. Who knows if that could be the final blow? I doubt it, but you never know. As Norris thrown back into the ring by Shaw, he's had enough of the outside antics. And just like that, Jake rolls out of the ring. But Metal and Shaw working together, anybody, including a stable leader and a former stable leader, can do a tandem Russian leg sweep. And now Shaw and Metal going at it as Norris, waiting to pick a spot. He grabs Metal. Big stalling suplex, and the champ re-enters the ring. And Norris immediately gives up. Metal to Jake, but no, Jake went after Norris instead. Shaw, that creepy spider walk. I guess he's targeting Metal. Yes, he is. Oh, get some trick-or-treat out of nowhere. Metal was shooting Norris, trying to squeeze the brains out of Jake. Here's the cover on Metal. 1, 2, no. Kicks out of trick-or-treat on 2. As Jake with the backbreaker on Norris. Is the Pirate Rudy. The champ is feeling it. But Norris right back with the clothesline. Shaw. Shoulder block, shoulder block. Thrown onto the apron. Crowns Metal as Norris throws Jake 15 feet in the air and crushes him down. Metal rolls out of the ring. Norris eliminated from the Rumble, leaving Shaw, leaving Rogers in the ring. Codebreaker out of nowhere on the champion. Shaw celebrating what he did, but he didn't see Norris roll back in the ring behind him and take him out. Early troubles for the champ, but again, 4-way, anything's going to happen. Windows are going to close quickly. Metal looking for a move on Rogers, but Rogers breaks out of it. Rogers springboard splash. Shaw looking for the spider walk again. Targeting Norris. Jake Rogers. Pirate's elbow on Metal. No elbow pad to throw, but hits the Pirate's elbow. Shaw, no! Looking for the trick-or-treat on Norris, and Norris scouting it. He learned from last time. But Shaw taking him down by the arm. As Norris takes himself out of the match momentarily. Metal fighting off Jake Rogers, fighting off Shaw. But Shaw throws Metal out of the Rumble, leaving Shaw and Rogers in the ring once again. But Shaw chopping down the big tree. Oh, another ref bump. Jake ran into him. Take another drink. As the champ and the Purger going at it. Here comes the Frankie Warrior. Entering the ring. And what would it mean for Norris? Next month's Sky's Limit pay-per-view is at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. What would it mean for Norris? the Viking Warrior to walk in to the home of the Minnesota Vikings, the World Heavyweight Champion. But instead, he has to worry about Jake Rogers with the shoulder block from behind. Metal again outside of the ring. Champion rolling outside the ring, leaving Orange and Shaw once again. Orange is staring down a hole at Shaw, thinking about what he's going to do. Shaw counters with the drop toe hold and throws Norns into the turnbuckle. Adam Shaw, no, Norns fighting out of it. But Metal breaking up whatever was happening. Shaw breaking up whatever Metal was thinking of. And the three just can't seem to get on the right page. Just hitting anything that moves. Metal grabs Jake Rogers, a soccer straight cutter. Out of nowhere. Looking for the cover on the champion. 1, 2. He got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Rogers has been eliminated.
Mike Metal catches Jake Rogers with the Osaka Street Cutter once again, and once again he bests the champion. But if this was redemption, he would have been the World Heavyweight Champion, but this is Collision Course. There's 2 other men, but there's one thing for certain: we are guaranteed a new World Heavyweight Champion here tonight. As Norris picks up Metal for the 3 fates. But Shaw breaks it up after 1 fate. And again, if you're Jake Rogers, you bit off more than you could chew. You asked for this match, but you're the first one eliminated. And yeah, you get your rematch against whoever wins this, but a disappointing end to a storybook championship reign for the Pirate. But we will see how he rebounds on another day. As Shaw rolls the outside after getting the big boot from Norns, and now Metal working on Norns in the corner. One of these 3 men going to be guaranteed the new World Heavyweight Champion. Going into sky's the limit. Metal with the cover on Norns, looking for the cheek pin. Only the 1 count. Norns kicks out with authority. We're guaranteed a new World Heavyweight Champion. One of these men will win the title for the very first time in their career. As Shaw and Metal now going out of Metal. Nice drop kick on Shaw as Norns recovers in the corner. As Shaw hits the jawbreaker on Mike Metal. And again, the odds of these 3 men winning going up. Oh, Norns looking for the burning hammer on Metal, but Shaw broke it up. Metal escapes to the outside. The chances going up from 25% to 33.333 infinity percent. Going up with each elimination as Norns working on Shaw in the ring. Taking down Shaw once again, and Norns feeling it. Going for the quick cover on Shaw. The cover 1, 2, no. Shaw kicks out at 2. And Mike Metal gonna finally make his way into the ring. Shaw. No, he grabs Shaw instead, but no. Norns breaks it up. And again, Metal breaks up whatever Norns is doing, hits him with an uppercut, leaving Shaw and Metal to go at it. But Shaw missing a drop kick. And again, these 3 men just hitting anything that moves at this point. No rhyme or reason. Big boot to Metal from Norns. Shaw hung up on the ropes. Who is Norns going to choose to attack here? He's choosing Metal. Big punch. Another big punch. And Shaw grabbing Metal, throws him out of the ring again, but both men chasing him to the outside now. We're going to take this outside. Another big boot on Metal. On the outside, double damage. Norns grabbing Shaw. Boston Crab onto Shaw. Grabbing Shaw, the Boston Crab. But there's no submissions on the outside. All 3 men back in the ring now. who is going to get the advantage here. Oh, Shaw, big neckbreaker takedown on Norns. And then he eliminates Metal from the Rumble once again. Metal seemingly just being used to be hit over the top rope at this point. And Shaw picking up Metal, another neckbreaker. Again, racking up the damage points, but you gotta get it done in the ring. Shaw once again another neckbreaker. Using whatever time he has to his advantage as Norns recovers. On the outside, the lifted knees on Metal. But Metal fighting back. He's still got some fight in him, but Shaw once again. And here comes Norns. He doesn't want to be left out of the party here. But Metal immediately throws Shaw into the ring. And oh my God, Norns. Oh! Metal slides into the ring. But Norns catches him, looking for the fates. He hits one. He hits two. And the third fate on Mike Metal. The RFTA finalist in trouble, but he fights out of it. Oh, he's got Norns up, sets him up. Osaka straight gunner on Norns. Metal looking for the pinfall. No, he was covering Norns, but he decides to get up to try to take out Shaw instead, and Shaw hits him with a neck breaker. I don't understand that choice. Norns might have been out. But instead it's Shaw. That creepy spider walk once again. Oh, he's targeting Norns instead. He's targeting Norns. He's got him set up. No, Norns got a trick or treat again. He's learned. Scouts trick or treat for the second time tonight. Oh, thrown across the ring is Metal. But again, the mystery of the match, Mike Metal seemingly had Norns beat with the Osaka straight cutter, but picks up his own pinfall attempt. Norns with the power bomb to attack Shaw instead. That might have cost him. Norns some 3 power bombs under Mike Metal. Oh, the modified STO on Metal. Surprising submission hold from Norns. But Metal fighting out of it. Shaw makes his way back into the ring. Drop kick from Metal to Norns. Metal whipped into the corner. Ref get out of the way that time. Back and forth between Shaw and Metal. Metal with the dragon screw. And here comes Big Bad Norns. Throws Metal out of the ring for the 80th time in this match. But Shaw throwing Norns out of the ring. And we're taking this back to the outside. Shaw looking for something, but Norns fights out of it. Oh, Metal takes out Shaw. Now he grabs Norns. Big suplex on the outside. But again, you can't win on the outside. You gotta throw your opponent back in the ring. Looks like Metal trying to do just that to Shaw. No, he throws him into the LED post. Blood for the Blood Goddess. Again, looking for another suplex, but Norns breaks it up. And Norns breaks up that neck breaker. Again, Norns just hitting anything that moves at this point in time. Punching away. Metal, he throws Metal into the ring. And all 3 men now back into the ring. Shaw throws Norns in the corner, but Norns big DDT on Adam Shaw. Meadow catches Norns looking for the sucker street cutter, but no, Norns blocks it this time. Into the suplex. Oh, Norns channeling the gods of Valhalla to lead him to victory. Once and for all, Meadow struggling to his feet. Norns gonna assist him. Oh, he picks up Meadow on his shoulders. Burning hammer. Burning hammer on Mike Meadow. Shaw's outside of the ring. Here's the cover from Norns. 1, 2. Mike Meadow's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Metal has been eliminated.
And just like last month, the redemption, it's Norns and Adam Shaw, and there must be a winner. Except this time it's the biggest prize in retaliation for the winner. Norns, Adam Shaw. One of these two men will become World Heavyweight Champion. Norns and Shaw fighting each other in the corner. Norns with the slam there. Again, Norns feeding the energy from the gods of Valhalla. Is it his time? Is it his time to finally ascend the top of the mountain? He grabs Adam Shaw. On his shoulders, burning hammer. More blood for the blood goddess. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Norns is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Norns has done it.
The winner of the match, and new RWR World Heavyweight Champion, the Viking Warlord, Norns!
And with the greatest odds yet, Norns is the one to stand tall in this match as we run down the results of the card. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Collision Course. I am commentator Uno. And we are on the road to Sky's the Limit, where the golden tickets will be decided. But we already have our world title matches set. Shepard, Star for the Revolution title, and seemingly Norns and Rogers for the world title. As Norns wins his first World Heavyweight Championship in RWR. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Good night.